With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Washington Commanders and the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Big series right here. We got to step it up. 54 block, 54 block. Check, check, right 54.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
Deep ball for Goodwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A give up the middle to Gibson.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll run.
And right away, he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Washington.
Salvon Ahmed, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll get this up to about the 44.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Seahawks are back within a score.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And
the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now Geno. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. This one left side caught by Gibson.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Howell throwing on third down here.
They'll roll him out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From the end zone, Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they work this out past the 25. That one good for 24 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
On the counter, it's Walker. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The Seahawks at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Penny, a first down carry. Always got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 36. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 36 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Throwing here, Howell. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down and an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20. Right?
Showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep.
Now they go play action with Howell. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
From just shy of midfield, Smith. He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the red zone now, Smith. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
2nd and 4.
Throwing again is Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. After the interception, here's Smith. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down, but boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
And he'll work down inside the 45. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw, Howell. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And a line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Here's Howell. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts,
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
Escaping the pressure right.
Back to Gibson and another catch for him.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
On first down, Howell.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be from 49 yards out.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they take a 17-14 lead.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Off of play action, here's Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And got his man complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give them maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Gino. Left side complete to Lockett.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line.
Running right, here's Walker. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
From near the goal line, here's Howell.
Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Right back to him on 1st down. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do. It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A give left side to Robinson.
Trucks over him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
56
And Howell will throw it.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Robinson up the middle.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd.
Goodwin able to haul it in.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, Smith. He's going to let this one go deep.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, here's Smith. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. On second down, it's Walker.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll try and run for it with Penny.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Going for it all.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Powell to throw. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Washington. Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards.
And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and...
And now the rookie's free. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Howell.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Back to Walker on first down. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They run again with Walker. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Charles, a lot of happy faces